What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. Today we're going to be talking about a new multi-tool from HX Outdoors. It's one of my new affiliates. Let's see. This is the HX Outdoors 19-in-1 multi-tool. It is called the Ignite. And the link to HX Outdoors will be in the description box down below, along with my Amazon affiliate links down below also. And the coupon code for this multi-tool is GETOUTDOORS. All caps, GETOUTDOORS. So this is the HX Outdoors. This is the Ignite multi-tool. This thing will run you about, what is it? Let's see. It'll run you about $63 is what it'll run you on Amazon. And the blade steel is in 7CR17, the blade steel, and everything else is constructed, all the tools is constructed out of 420 HC. So that's what we got, the 19-in-1 Ignite multi-tool. Comes in this great looking little box. Awesome little carry case, cases. These these are just pretty darn cool. HX Outdoors, I believe, does this with every product they have. It comes in a case. Not a cardboard box, you get a case. All right, I do have a couple of comparisons here that makes this tool pretty interesting, my opinion. So let's get it opened up. Here's your presentation. There's what it looks like in the box. You do get a little neoprene sheath with it. That's made pretty well. It's not quite as thick and hardy of a material as what your Leatherman cases are, but it will for sure do the job, guys. Silica pack. You get a little knife blade thing with a skew on it, and you can get this in stainless, or you can get it in black. Okay, here's your little instruction manual for it. There's a look at the black one and the stainless one. Like I said, I opted for the stainless one. I contacted HX Outdoors and I requested this because this little multi-tool interested me quite a bit. So we're going to set the little case off to the side. We will open this up. It's got a very good snap. It says HX Outdoors on the sheath. Very nice snap. You run it right through your belt just like that. So let's get into this thing, because this thing is pretty darn cool. My opinion, guys. Pretty darn cool. So here's what we're looking at, guys. This thing it has got hammer pommel on the bottom of it, similar to like a Leatherman signal. It's got a glass breaker here. It has got a bit driver right there where you can slide a bit in, because that is the same size as any of your standard bits. And then right here on the side, right here, you use your finger, pop that out, okay? And then you can take it all the way out, just like that. That is your fire steel, all right? And integrated into the fire steel is a whistle. There we go. You're blowing it pretty hard, but it does work. It is loud. So put that back in there and close it down. All right. Now, the cutting, another thing, that Gerber, the Gerber stakeout spark, that video I done not real long ago on that multi-tool, this multi-tool is the same damn way. When you pull it out of your pocket, you have to turn it around in order to access the blade. The blade is right next to the pocket clip. So why companies are going this route, I don't get it. But here is the blade, and it is 7CR17, and it's a little dirty because I have been carrying this thing for the last week or so. I'm liking it, I'll tell you that. It does have a serrated blade, which is quite nice. It seems to be fine. It does have locking blades. All the tools on this thing locks, and all the locks are very similar to a Leatherman. So the blade is relatively easy to open. So then on this other side, you have got a gigantic pair of scissors. Look at those scissors. All right, now I want to show you guys something. I can't wait no longer. I have to show you this. Now watch this thing make a liar out of me. Watch. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that shit? That thing will flat cut paracord. Now, for comparison's sakes, let's pull out my Leatherman Wingman. Okay? Big scissors. Okay? Not as big as those, though. Those are a little large. These are a little larger. All right. Let's see what we can do here. See that? It just wants to slide off of it. It won't grab it. It will not grab the paracord. So when you cut something with this, you got to give her the old slicey motion. Well, paracord anyway. It cuts fishing line and stuff like that fine. But paracord, you just got to chew it in two. Now, these are dull because they have been used some. But still, guys, it's never cut like this. Watch this. I mean, damn, look at that. That's awesome, guys. Why can't every pair of scissors you buy, especially on a Leatherman, when something you pay, well, these are about this Leatherman Wingman is about $70 also. But then we'll get into my Leatherman Wave Plus. Okay, we'll get out those little bitty scissors on it. We'll see how it compares on some of this. See there, it just wants to roll around it because they're thin. It won't cut it. It won't cut it either. Now, if I hold it really tight and push it, it'll kind of chew it off. Jesus, maybe it'll chew it off. I don't know if it'll even chew it off. Now, you got to understand, I've used these two Leathermans for a couple of years now. So things are a little duller than what they were, but holy shit, that ain't even going to cut it. Look at that. It won't even cut paracord. I mean, it's just screwed. Holy cow. What the hell? You would think for the price we pay for Leathermans that we could get a good pair of scissors. I mean, this thing works great for, clipping your little beard hairs, or your mustache hairs that are a little wild, but, and clipping fishing lines, stuff like that. They work fine. But if you really want to cut something, look at this. It just did exactly what neither one of those Leathermans could do. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, wow, guys. Just wow. It blows my mind that Leatherman cannot make a better pair of scissors. It just blows my mind. So, let me get all this crap picked up, throw it out of the way. There's my rant on multi-tool scissors. Leatherman, be better. That's all I can say. Be better with your scissors. So, while we have this tool out, okay, you notice the Wingman, come on, flip back down there. There we go. You notice the Wingman has got large scissors also, okay? So what else does the Wingman have that is reminiscent of this blade? What else? It has a serrated edge. Serrated bladed knife, okay? And that's what is on this one. Has a serrated blade. See there? A lot of people they don't like serrated edges, but I do. Is this thing on? Yes. All right, I do. I like a serrated edge for fishing, for boating, because when you're cutting rope, big heavy rope, a serrated edge helps you cut rope. So now, spring-loaded pliers, Leatherman Wave Plus, no spring-loaded pliers. This tool, we'll open it up and get to the pliers. No spring-loaded pliers. Come on, companies, get with me here. We like spring-loaded pliers. Well, I do anyway. It does have the replaceable cutters, just like a Wave Plus. Okay. Now the Wingman does not have replaceable cutters. This is basically a Leatherman signal, but it has other things that a signal doesn't have also. So the biggest complaint, while I have all these plier heads out right now, while I have these out, I will show you my largest complaint with this. Okay, see how wide that opens up with those spring-loaded pliers. See how wide it is. Look, that's not near as wide, guys. It just doesn't have the capability of opening up any larger than that. My Wave Plus. Look how much wider those jaws will go than what this will. That is the only complaint I have with this tool, is the pliers do not open up wide enough to access a lot of different things like my Leathermans do. So there's that. That is my one and only gripe and complaint about this multi-tool, is that the pliers do not open up near as wide. So that's it on that. Okay, now let me get this closed. So reminiscent, right, of the Wingman. Like I said, you got scissors and you got a serrated edge, right? There we go. Scissors and serrated edges, okay? On this side, right? That's what we got, all right? Now, I'll get this thing closed up and out of the way. Now, on this side, on the opposite side, on this multi-tool, you have got a standard file and a diamond file, okay? And on this side, oh, where are we at? Where am I going? On this side, we have got a very aggressive saw, all right? And the back of that saw is plenty sharp enough to scratch the fire steel that comes with it. So you can use the saw. There you go. Now, what is that also reminiscent of, huh? You got a saw here, okay? And then you have a standard file and a diamond file on your Wave Plus. So this has got two tools that the Wave Plus has, right? And it has two other tools that your Wingman has. So it's like these two tools. It's sort of like these two tools wrapped up into one. Okay, very cool, very cool. I like it. Honestly, let me get into this. Let me think. No, there is one more complaint that I do have about this tool. I have two complaints, and I think that's it. So when we open this thing up to get to the tools on the inside, they all lock. They lock basically just like the Wave Plus does. See the little tab here that you got to push in order to unlock your tools. Same deal with your Leatherman Wave Plus. You got to have the little tab, right, to unlock the tools. But your tool set on this end, you have got an awl. You've got a large screwdriver, a small eyeglass screwdriver. You have got a can opener / bottle opener and a wire stripper. Let me get this stuff pushed around where you guys can see it. You got a little wire stripper down here at the bottom. You got your can opener, small flathead screwdriver, larger flathead screwdriver, and your awl. Right? Those are your tools. What's missing on this thing? Huh? I'll tell you what's missing. There's no Phillips head. I mean, no, there's not a Phillips to where where's it at? On your Leatherman here, you've got, your Leatherman proprietary bits with a Phillips and a flat, which is great, right? Then you have got on the Wingman, you've got a Phillips and a flat. Now these are not locking. They just work off of a detent. They're not locking, but you have a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. This has no Phillips head screwdriver, and the pliers do not open any wider than that right there. Those are the only two complaints that I have about, with this multi-tool. Everything else about this multi-tool, though, I like it. I mean, I like it a lot. I like the ability to start a fire. I like all the blades on it. I like all the tools. It just needed one more tool. It needed some sort of a Phillips head driver, my opinion. Pocket clip on this thing is very good. Very good. It's the same sort of the same style as the pocket clip on your Wave Plus. Sort of the same as it, sort of the same shape, I should say. And yeah, it bolts on, so this thing does not ride, low in your pocket. It's you're going to see that much of the tool sticking up, right? But it's been a very, very good tool. I've been carrying this thing around instead of my Wave Plus, testing this thing out for about the last week. And another thing that I really, really like is, let's get out the old scale here. Let me show you guys something. So the weight on this HX Outdoors Ignite is 9.3 ounces on my scale. Wave Plus, 8.7. So this thing is not very much heavier at all than a Wave Plus. To hold them in your hand and try to feel the difference, you can't hardly even do it. So, you know, this thing's got a few different things than what this has, and it's been really good. It's been really good. The only thing that I've really missed so far is having the ability to have a Phillips head. That's it. But for a camping multi-tool, you know, it's got a hammer pommel on it. You can build a fire with it. Let me get that out of the way. I mean, it's a great multi-tool. And I think the reason why the weight on it is so light is because of all of these cuts that are in it. You know, you can just see all those little cuts that they put in the framework of this thing. And it's rounded over on the edges, just like a Wave Plus is. So there's no hot spots, nothing. I mean, it feels good. It feels good in the hand. You know, and it does have inches and centimeters. It does have a tape measure on it, so just, you know, similar to a Wave. So this thing is like they took a Leatherman Signal, they took a Wave Plus, and they took a Wingman. They took all three of those tools and integrated it into this. And you get all this for, what was it? $63 on Amazon right now. 63 bucks. I will link HX Outdoors in the description box below. I will have this in my Amazon affiliate links also. I think this is a great multi-tool. I know like Mossy Oak and some other companies make some models that are that look pretty well identical to this. And I think they even have close to the same tool set, but the handles and everything is not slotted like this. So they're going to be, I think, now I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be a shitload heavier. Okay. Because they don't have all these cuts in the framework to try to lighten it up, you know, because this thing is just about the same as a Wave Plus, guys. And that is awesome, because if you go much heavier than a Wave Plus or any heavier than this, that just starts to get too heavy for the pocket. For me anyway, guys. That's just for what my taste is. But pretty great. I really dig it. I love the scissors. My God. Hey, did you see how good those scissors work? I'm just saying. Leatherman, did you see that? Just saying. Anyway, guys, great tool. 60 bucks. These will run you 100 for the Leatherman Wave Pluses. They're like 100 bucks, maybe a little more. The Leatherman's Wingman, you know, they'll run you 70 bucks, I think, something like that. But all three of these will be in the description box down below, and the links, Amazon links. But that's it, guys. This is what you get. You also get an awesome case. Awesome case. So anyway, guys, that's it. Chandler's Legacy Farm. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we're out of here. And we will see ya. Maybe. Come on.